Hey, what's up, YouTube? King James here. The agency, or GRU, or wrap suppressor, depending on what gun you're using, whatever you want to call it, has been broken in Season 2 for quite a while. Minus 40% bullet velocity the thing's been giving. It's been terrible. But they just fixed it today, and I've got some results for you. Let's check it out. So I've been testing this on the FFAR and the M16, waiting for this to get fixed. They just released an update today, so if you notice you had to back out and start again because then the update came in, that's what they fixed today. So let's go in and look at the descriptions now. And if I look at the agency suppressor, yay, the description is fixed. Sound suppression, vertical recoil control, which we're going to have to test later, bullet velocity, which I already did test, and effective damage range. It did that before. What they're saying now is the cons, ADS, which I think we knew, and aiming stability. So sounds like they finally got the thing fixed. But let me show you a little bit of my results when I was doing the actual bullet velocity testing in game. So this is how you test bullet velocity. I land on prison and I find a spot, these two silos here. It's about 504 meters away. I take a shot and I watch the first frame when the bullet appears and the last frame for when it disappears, and I put a timer on top, and that allows you to measure the time it takes to travel there, and then you can figure out the meters per second that it's traveling. So to show you what the M16 was like with the agency suppressor before, so I'll just stretch in here, and you can see this is the very first frame where when I first shoot and the bullet appears, and you can see the shots right here on screen as they travel. And I just watch the frames as they travel over to the silo, and they're moving on their way over. And then when the very first one disappears right here on this frame, it's gone. You can't see it anymore. You can only see the other two. And it was over a second. So if I flip over to my chart here, where I was tracking that, you can see here on the M16, this is where it was taking the strike team with no muzzle was 796, and it was taking it down to 480 because it was over a second to travel 504 meters, minus 40%. Nasty stuff. But if I go down and look at it now, if I roll this back in here, and we'll flip over to the M16, I think it's this one here, yeah. So if I go in here and we have a quick look at it, you can see here that it first takes off right here, and then I track the bullet as it travels. You can see them flying over there, and it disappears on the silo right here on this frame. So the second bullet is gone right here, right at the half a second mark. So a massive improvement. And I noticed the arc of the bullet wasn't traveling as down as much. That's because bullet velocity is really high. This is why you want high bullet velocity, because you don't want your bullet trajectory dropping, because it makes it really hard to hit those long shots. Now, nobody's shooting 500 meters with a M16, but you could almost, because you don't have to lead your shots quite as much as you did before. But let's go back, and when I punch in that 500, so you're getting the bullet velocity up over 1,000 now, and that's a 27% improvement on using the strike team versus no muzzle with the agency. So instead of a 40% reduction, which is taking you below 500, it's now just above 1,000 as a 27% improvement. Found the exact same thing on the FFAR. I'll show you the results here on the FFAR. It was really bad, and almost the exact same results. It took about exactly a half a second, and the bullet finally disappeared off the frame. You can kind of see it there, traveling, and then boom, gone right at the half second mark. Plug that in, get around the same thing, because the FFAR has got around the same bullet velocity as the M16 at base does, and it's picking up that same 27% improvement. So finally it's fixed. So go back into Modern Warfare, get that agency suppressor back on all of your guns, because now you can have sound suppression and have good bullet velocity instead of it killing you. Your guns now with this is going to feel a lot better. So on my previous reviews for my different guns, now you can run the suppressor. So for your FFAR, for your AUG, for your M16, for your MAC-10 DMR, get that suppressor back on there. It's going to help with vertical recoil control and bullet velocity and sound suppression to keep you off the mini-map. Yay, finally fixed. All right, guys, that's it for my video. I hope this was helpful. If you enjoyed this video and you appreciate the content, hit that thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button, because it really does help small content creators like myself. All right, guys, that's it from me right now. So if you don't see me in multiplayer, if you don't see me in Warzone, it's only a matter of time, baby. King James out.